Max Kaiser spoke about the current scenario where few countries have accepted Bitcoin as a legal tender. Amidst the Bitcoin price correction, Kaiser doubles down on his call for $220,000 by the year's end. He said that Bitcoin is a decentralized network, there is no center to the network, and a lot of people were fearful. Bitcoin is about faith and it's about getting rid of fiat money. It's not about fear, and people need to disabuse themselves of having this fear of somebody like Elon Musk that they are now kowtowing to because they think he is somehow instrumental in Bitcoin. He is not, as per Max Kaiser. It's a completely decentralized network that is a flawless monetary network that's growing on its own. Now you have got countries like El Salvador and now Paraguay just announced that they are also adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender. So there's another 8 countries in the region that are going to go Bitcoin hyper, that is Bitcoinization. This is the beginning of a global Bitcoin standard. Max adds up that we have been saying to buy Bitcoin that it's gonna compete if not replace gold. That will become legal tender. It will become the Bitcoin global standard. All the fiat money is going on the back foot. Gold is not doing anything. The altcoins they are called, whether it's BCH or BSV or Ether or Cardano or XRP, they are all now have been pretty much shown the exit because they claim to do things that Bitcoin can't do. But now Bitcoin has proven that it can do everything any of these things can do, but it can do it a lot better. So there's no use case for those altcoins whatsoever. Many of them will not be around in 2 or 3 years time at all. We have had 15 corrections over the past 12 years and this current one is an average one. Nothing special. Number 2. It always shakes out the weekends. The holding of security is always difficult. Volatility in Bitcoin is something we want because it's a trade-off. We accept because holding fiat money means you have stability, but you are guaranteed to lose purchasing power. Holding Bitcoin is volatile, but you are guaranteed to increase purchasing power, says Kaiser. Guaranteed, a word you rarely see in the investment world. As per Kaiser, you have a guaranteed rise in purchasing power with Bitcoin, and you do accept some volatility for that, but at an astonishing 200% annualized rate of return for 10 years is willing to accept a little volatility. Anybody who is shaken out now, that happens all the time. Those are markets people. They pop in, they pop out, they don't do their research. They don't know why they own it to begin with. They end up dumping it, then they buy it back. Look at China. China is actually getting out of the Bitcoin business right at probably the best time to get into the Bitcoin business. But that's okay because El Salvador, Paraguay, Guatemala, Mexico, they are going to get into the Bitcoin business. Texas is going to get into the Bitcoin business. Texas is going to inherit all the mining from China. All those rigs went to Kazakhstan and Texas, and that's the way this distributed monetary network works. It only goes to people who are smart, has values that have ethics. Kaiser adds up that China does not have the ethical basis to even own Bitcoin. They have an ethics problem. That's their primary problem. Texas, on the other hand, is rich historically, morally sound, and they love sound money, and they are going to get all the mining. Texas is the new China. Texas is the new heartland of the Bitcoin mining world. It is great that China is getting out of the Bitcoin mining because Bitcoin, it means that the mining gets more distributed, more decentralized. Only Bitcoin is decentralized, nothing else is. Fiat money is not, gold is not, and certainly no altcoin is decentralized. Only Bitcoin is truly decentralized. So people used to say China is overly mined, too much mining. And Bitcoin, it is too centralized. Now that's no longer true anymore. It's being dispersed. It's being decentralized, exactly the game theory baked into the Bitcoin protocol would tell you. China is out of the picture. Their own central bank digital currency is just more centralized garbage. It doesn't compete with Bitcoin. It's just another version of their own fiat money that they are just doing digitally. The stock doesn't compete with Bitcoin. They will be plowing back into Bitcoin at $500,000 to $600,000 a coin. China made a strategic error right now geopolitically, but it's great for El Salvador, Guatemala, Paraguay, Mexico. because they are going to inherit this monetary network at a great price. So remember, there's been compounding at 200% a year for 10 years. Talking about his prediction about the price of Bitcoin, Max said that he saw the same thing in 2013, where you had a 5 to 6 to 7 times move in a compressed amount of time. He insisted that the fundamentals that apply to Bitcoin are only getting stronger. Sovereign states are making Bitcoin legal tender. Bitcoin separates the state from money. In the case of El Salvador, it will be running parallel with the dollar, but the individuals have the right to take control of their own private keys. It's outside of the state's control. Same thing everywhere. The government makes a good point. They are saying, why should we be in the business of the central bank business? We can outsource that to Bitcoin, and we can use geothermal, which is free and ecologically sound. And we can do other stuff with our time as a government. Government should not be wasting their time trying to monkey around with monetary policy. It's a complete waste of the government's time. Just outsource your monetary policy to Bitcoin and work on something else. Build roads, take out the trash, do something that governments are good at. Don't focus on monetary policy, says Max. Also, he adds up that governments are horrible at monetary policy. At this point, there is no difference between the United States and the Soviet Union in terms of monetary policy. Right now, you have a pull-up bureau of decision makers making horrible decisions based on price signals that are concocted out of horrible feedback, out of horrible price signals, and they are both going to go to the exact same way into the trash bin of history because they have no monetary policy. What we see in gold over the past 100 years, 150 years is that it's maintained. It's a remarkable performance of returning about 1% over inflation. That's it, and that's all we are ever going to get, and it's fine. If you wanted to use gold as a diversity to protect some of your portfolio, what do you do with the rest of your portfolio? This is a sea change. This is again like the internet. It's a quantum leap. It's for 20 years. The cyberpunks have been trying to create a digital gold. They finally succeeded in 2009. And now the world is completely changing. And when a country starts adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender, which is something that even a year ago, 99% of the people you told that to would say never. Now it's happening, and price recovery is going to be just as quick as we saw this pullback. Max concludes that we are going to hit new all-time highs very quickly, and it's still 220,000 target in 2021. Because the total addressable market for this entity, for this new asset class, is $400 trillion, and it's still under $1 trillion. That's a 400 times upside. So guys, I would like to know your thinking about Max Keiser's prediction of the Bitcoin price, and would like to know that what are your predictions regarding the price of Bitcoin by the end of 2021. I'll catch you in my next amazing video. Till then, subscribe to our channel and like this video. Bye bye.